I used to think entrepreneurship was the only way to escape the system. Freedom, money, success, all of it. But nobody tells you what happens when the business you built starts to destroy your life. This story isn't just about quitting a business. It's about realizing the dream you chased might be the thing drowning you. So this story actually comes from a guy a cousin of my friend knows. We'll call him Marcus. And Marcus was that dude who always chased the next big thing. He started with e-commerce, then NFTs. Then he opened a small retail shop. He was 31, newly married, barely sleeping, but grinding because everyone told him, this is what winning looks like. At first, it felt exciting. You know, the rush of building something that's yours. But then reality hit. Inventory costs, marketing costs, rent, random emergencies, and the income? Bro, it was up 1 month, down the next, then down again. Meanwhile, Marcus is working 12 to 14 hours a day. His wife barely sees him. His friends stop inviting him out because he always says, I'll try to make it, and never does. And the worst part? He wasn't paying himself consistently. Some months he'd take home less than a barista. Fast forward, the burnout goes from I'm tired to my body is literally shutting down. He's nauseous all the time. He's snapping at people for no reason. And one night he's locking up the shop, sitting in his car, and he just breaks down. Like full on crying in the driver's seat, asking himself, why am I doing this? What am I trying to prove? That was his rock bottom. A week later, he made the decision that terrified him the most. He shut down everything, closed the online store, closed the shop, sold off the leftover inventory, and updated his resume for the first time in years. 2 months later, he landed a regular job, stable paycheck, health insurance, weekends off, a schedule, a life, and here's the plot twist. He says he's never felt more free. This story hits different because so many adults today feel pressured to escape the 9 to 5. Like having a job makes you a failure, and being an entrepreneur automatically means you're winning. But here's the thing. Nobody says out loud, entrepreneurship is not freedom if you're drowning in stress, debt, and uncertainty, and Marcus isn't alone. According to recent data, over 90% of businesses fail within 5 years, and the number one reason isn't money, it's burnout. People don't just lose businesses, they lose sleep, relationships, health, and sometimes the sense of who they are. We praise hustling, grinding, sacrificing everything, but we don't talk about the cost. Opening a business doesn't automatically mean you'll be happier. Working a job doesn't automatically mean you're stuck. Sometimes the 9 to 5 is the safer path, the healthier path, the path that lets you breathe again. And if we're being honest, most adults are not chasing millions. We're just trying to live without feeling like life is crushing us. Here's the truth nobody wants to admit. Adulthood is going to hit you with pressure from every direction. Work, bills, expectations, your own dreams. And sometimes the dream you're chasing stops being a dream and becomes a cage. But here's the good news. You're allowed to change your mind. You're allowed to walk away. You're allowed to choose peace over pride. And that doesn't make you weak. It makes you wise. Life is a fight. Yeah. But not every round requires you to destroy yourself. Sometimes the strongest thing you can do is step back, breathe, and rebuild in a healthier way. And remember this, don't measure your life against someone else's highlight reel. Measure it against the version of you who refuses to quit on yourself. One of my favorite quotes is from James Clear. You do not rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. And sometimes the system you need is stability. If this story hit you, subscribe. I share real stories about the pressure of adulthood every week. Drop a comment if you've ever walked away from something that was supposed to be your dream. Your story might help someone else feel less alone. And share this with a friend who's been carrying too much lately. And remember, life is heavy, but you're stronger than you think.